Well, never a dull moment at St James's Park. Newcastle United had to win this game today if we've got any real chance of getting into Europe, and win it they did. Yes, they've done it the hard way. They've done it in almost typical Newcastle United style, but a day of thrills and spills here at St James's Park. It's almost a game that you just couldn't write a script from it. They got off to the dream start in this one. Anthony Gordon, who was immense today despite his red card, getting the team off to a great start, winning a penalty which Isaac slotted home, and you just wondered if it was going to be a nice comfortable day for Newcastle at that stage. Unfortunately, West Ham had other ideas and went in at the break, actually 2-1 up after Antonio and Kudos scored. Newcastle just switched off a little bit. They were starting to look a bit leggy, they were starting to look a bit tired. They suffered a lot of injuries in this game. Lascelles going off, and then a spate of problems after the break with Almiron and Kraft also having to retire early in this game. But Newcastle found themselves 3-1 down. Kudos threading the ball through a Bowen, and Bowen running through, making it 3-1. And at that point you really did think it was game over, but there was still more than half an hour left at that point, and Newcastle dug so deep in this game. They made that spate of changes, bringing on Harvey Barnes, bringing on Elliot Anderson. Both of them I thought were outstanding. They brought fresh energy to the team. Newcastle got back into it through another penalty. Calvin Phillips upending Gordon, and Isak slotting home 3-2. It was game on. There was still 17 minutes to go, and then Barnes skips through, makes it 3-3, and then suddenly everything feels possible again at this stadium. The crowd believe, they're right behind Newcastle United, and at 3-3 you just thought we've just been involved in another classic game, but there was a few more twists to go. A lovely goal from Harvey Barnes, cutting inside past Phillips and smashing home from about 20 yards out. Reminded me of Alan Shearer's goal against Chelsea all those years ago. Slammed it in the bottom corner. Great strike. 4-3. There was still more drama to come. Anthony Gordon kicked the ball away and was red carded, so Newcastle ended the game with 10 men. Gordon is now going to miss the game because of that, but Newcastle have the points. They're back in the race for Europe. They're going to have to dig deep and find more like that in the remaining fixtures. They've now got a lot of injuries to contend with, and that second suspension. But what a game, what an atmosphere. This is what St James's Park is all about. Newcastle winning a 7-goal thriller here in front of a holiday crowd who must have wondered which way this game was going to go. I think I did see a couple of people go early, but those who stayed right at the bitter end saw their team come back and get the win, and Newcastle will feel now that they can get into Europe, but they're going to have to dig deep again.